Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm basically just winging this, but long story short, I've been reaching out to a lot of people on the internet, and I've been seeing a lot of turmoil and a lot of stuck people, and especially coming out of COVID and seeing some people be successful and realizing what you want to do and realizing you don't know how to get there, or me and my own stresses and not being able to do what I want to do. I wanted to do something. So I have a lot of free time. I find myself kind of just basically reading self-help books and trying to figure out what I can do with my life. And I've been on this path for a really long time, but I haven't had it all put together. So I kind of wrote a little bit of a script, and I'm definitely going to be reading it a little bit here and there. But I wanted to give you a gist of what this is going to be. So the reason I'm here is because I've had this stigma my whole life growing up with all these labels, not good enough, you're an addict, you're a victim, you're in recovery, you're illiterate, your teeth are crooked. I get a lot, and it's really hard, and it's really frustrating, and it hurts. It really does. And I've also been reading a lot of people who are in worse situations than me and not so worse situations than me, and we all feel stuck. So what I want to do is take all that random information on the internet, all of the self-help, all of the you can do this, you can do that, all of those things, and condense them and have a one-on-one communication moment with people, actual genuine people. Because at the end of the night, whether somebody's called you any type of name in the world, you are still human. And it hurts. I know how much it hurts. And I know that tunnel vision that we get when it does hurt, and it feels like this is that only moment in it's never going to stop. And this is my life now, and this is who I am. And it's not. And I know this because I've done it, and Sally's done it, and Tim's done it. But more importantly, I know you can do it. And the only way you can do it is with interaction and with some support. So, just a little bit about me. I did have PTSD. I have the diagnosis of PTG. We're going to get into how to get that diagnosis, how to go about getting the growth in it. I am a recovering addict, so we're going to probably talk about, maybe recovery at some point. I wanted to take a broad look at things. I wanted to look at, mutual funds. I want to learn how to do those kinds of things. Finances, how to handle your emotions, hardships, social cues, parenting, boundaries, success, your body image, your self-expression, verbal self-defense. Things that people generally aren't taught in school. We could talk about how to change your tire if you guys want. This is going to be 100% viewer driven. I do have a lot that I've already written down and that I've already used to help myself that I want to share. But if you have a specific idea and you wanted me to explore it, I have nothing but time. I would love that opportunity to take a minute out of my life, research. That minute turns into 24 hours. That's fine. We will get through this, and we will look it up until everybody understands. So I'm looking at my script, and honestly, the only thing I have written here is that you're going through your own thing, and everybody's going through something. And the fact that you're going through your conflict right now shows that your life is about to hit a crux. Once you hit that conflict and you hit your head on that pole, that wall, that ceiling, whatever it is that's in your way, the moment you break through, that's what the story of your life script is really all about. And, let's see. Getting into that, I did, wake up from a fever dream and have to write this all down. And I wrote this, and I hope it resonates with a lot of people. But yeah, we'll give it a try. No matter what you believe in, the universe, the omniverse, stars, God, Allah, life sent you to me because I have something for you. It is so rare and remarkable when someone knows their calling. and I have been on the way to this path for a long time. My life has put me in horrible, murderous, life-ending, life-changing, hard times, strong times, and yet I wear these invisible burdens with a smile. You don't have to be a woman, gay, autistic, developmentally delayed, hurting, financially stressed, broke, or whatever society has labeled you. No longer do you have to hold these titles as invisible crowns, triumphs of your successes in life, or necklaces chaining you to the ground with depression trailing right behind. We will get through this. My goal in life has become to show one person who is feeling the walls close in, or that life itself has become too much, that you are worth it. You are more than worthy. We will figure this out together. Life isn't one conflict and it's over and you get your happily ever after like the movies. It's a series of conflicts, and what you do with those conflicts tells your life story. And together, as a tribe, like our genes intended, we can get through this. So my goal in life is to help make all of us masters. Masters of finance, social, anything you really want to talk about, we will get through. What you can do for me, now here's what I wrote there. Nothing. No money, no notes unless you want to, in which case power to you. Just bookmark and pull this up, whatever episode you need to hear when you need to hear it. We'll be talking about mutual funds, how to do your taxes, trying to go through court, when medications become necessary in children, navigating the minefield of love, how to fight depression, empowering yourself, working through PTSD and getting PTG. You don't have to subscribe, you don't have to hit the like button, everybody likes that because that's how the platform works. This is my very first video ever. So I really don't intend on getting anything like that. But this is a passion project for me. This isn't something I'm doing for fame, fortune, or to be on hundreds of people's screens. I want to reach that one person in my position, that younger me who's looking for somebody to say, hey mom, I did this today and I think I fucked up. Or, hey mom, I did this today and I feel confused. Or, hey mom, today I thought I was pansexual and I don't know what to do. Hey mom, I'm reaching out to God for the first time and I don't know how it works. Hey mom, I'm trying Terra today. Does that work? How does it work? Anything you guys want is what I will express and give to you. Now, the reason I've decided to 100% gung-ho do this is, and I will be posting it on the people who I've already kind of reached out to and hope that I've helped, and I'll send this to them, and we can do it together, and maybe they'll reach out to me and tell me, hey, this is great, I want to see this, or maybe they won't look at it. Let's be honest, the internet is a vast place. That's what I want. I want to condense the internet into understandable information. No, hey, as a matter of fact, just to give you a little insight before we get 100% started, I'm reading this book on finances, and right now we're talking about trusts, mutual funds, bonds, loans, life insurance, and that's the information I'm going to be sharing with you. That's not today's information, and that's not what we're doing right now, because there are people that are genuinely hurting, and I want to help them. But as for right now, this is my book that I've already done. I absolutely love this book. But the books that I've already taken notes on and already read through, we can definitely start. And we can also start somewhere else. There's no constrictions on this. This is 100% flow. I want to see where it goes because life, the universe, God, omniverse is pulling me in this direction. And I want to go. I can't wait to get there. So the first book is How to Talk to Kids So Kids Will Listen. Online for emotional intelligence, along with the book on emotional intelligence. Boundaries, which are very important. The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, which is a really good way to start in depression. It gives you kind of that mindset like, okay, I'm doing everything all right, and this is what I can do tomorrow. We've got the 30-Day Heart Tune-Up, which is a fantastic book. It gives a lot of, there's meals that you can make, and they're all really good for you. There's exercises you can do. Exercise is great for depression. Even if you're feeling like you don't want to do it, those are the days that really matter, and it's so much easier said than done. So we can definitely talk about those kinds of things. Staying Well with the Gentle Art of Verbal Self-Defense. That is one of the most amazing books I've read on how to protect yourself verbally, because there's a lot of online hate and there's a lot of verbal abuse absolutely everywhere, especially when you're hidden behind a screen. So it's how to protect yourself, because once you sink down to those levels, you tend to, like a tar pit, just be overcome with that emotion, and that is who you become after time. So it's trying to help you keep that kind of like poise. Even if you're a manly man, you need that poise, especially dealing with some women these days. Especially dealing with some men these days. People in general, they just aren't the way that they used to be. And we have to learn to fix it together. Opening Minds Using Language to Change Lives. That was an interesting book. The Essential Guide to Raising Complex Kids with ADD, Anxiety, and More. Nudge, which was a very good book for just get that little first step. Just that first nudge into whatever it is. The Power of Meaning is a fantastic book by Emily Smith. Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's actually on the Amazon bestseller list about a month or so ago. It's a pretty good book. Not atomic as in, out of this world. Atomic as in those atoms, those little things that add up to define who we are and what we are. Loving Your Enemies by Sharon Salzberg and Rob Thurman, which is a beautiful book on how to take actual measures to love yourself in order to understand that even the worst enemy is still a human. And while that sounds so bleh, it doesn't sound reasonable at all, it does help give you the perspective of, yeah, they ruined my life, but I still have me, and I'll always have me, and I'll fix my life. It's a great book. How to Survive Change You Didn't Ask For by M.J. Ryan. And there's plenty of others. We've got hundreds of books. I've got so many books, and if you guys want, I can take pictures of the hundreds of books I have, and I can get started on a certain amount or specific ones if you want. It doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is hearing that I'm actually doing something good for somebody. So, with that being said, now that there's a face to the image, to those words, and on Reddit, I did comment, and I hope I did touch some people, but I know how hard life is. And, to the dad who's having a stressful time with being a father, we're all stressed out from being parents. Our society does not equip us to be good parents these days. As a matter of fact, it sets us up to fail. And you don't deserve to be that statistic. You deserve better. And to that woman who got that sigh and eye roll from her mom when she came out as bisexual, it's a hard thing to say these days, because your mother hears every day on the news, everybody and their mother's a transgender, and everybody and their mother is fighting over the bathrooms, and she doesn't want you to be persuaded to do different things by a different group of people that she has no idea if they're good or not. The only way she'll know is if you keep showing her, hey, this is who I am. Hey, you want to go to a pride parade with me? We're doing a fundraiser at this pride ceremony. Can we go together? And it has to be slow, and it has to be on her acceptance level. But you can do it. It sounds like you guys have an amazing relationship, and I'm so proud of you. And for the gentleman who's 65, I hope you've stuck in for this video this whole time. But your mom is up there smiling down at you. You are never truly alone. And there is never a time to stop learning. This world is changing at lightning speeds these days, and I'm sure you have so many stories to tell. I genuinely hope you've gotten this far and you could hear that, because you were an inspiration to me. Because I've lost everybody in my life before, and I know that lonely feeling, and you'll be okay. We can do this together, and I would love to hear from any of you. And there are others that I've commented on recently, and I haven't gotten to in this video, but those are you guys who are on the top of my head, and the reason why I want to do this, and the reason why I want to help and reach out and just give what I can. Also, I don't know if everybody's seen Ashy Slashy who's joining me. Regardless, I wanted to close out. I hope you have an amazing day, and I can't wait to hear the feedback. I really hope you guys clicked the link and stayed in this long, and I can't wait. I'm so excited to start this, and even if it doesn't get traction, I'm still gonna do it just for me, so that way it's on the internet, and everything that I'm doing is not for put, really, because if it's worthless, why am I doing it? I know I'm doing it because there's somebody out there who needs to hear it. Whether that's you today, or you next week, or me, or your friend, or you want to sit down and have a popcorn and we'll sit and chat. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibilities. Either way, I hope we see each other again sometime. This is a terribly edited video, and honestly, I think I'm gonna put it up just this one shot and not sputz with it. But I hope we see each other again sometime really soon, and thank you. Bye.